First, I want to talk about my church family. You know, when I was a girl, I got married when I was 17 years old. And my husband, we got married on a Sunday afternoon. On Tuesday night, they had prayer service. My husband brought me in the church through this way and set me right over here. And I looked around and I didn't see him no more till that church service was over. I had never just been in a holiness church that carried on. I had gone to several churches, but they didn't carry on the way this church did. And that was 3 days after I had been married. 3 days. And come into this church. Well, like the enemy would do you, I didn't stay. In and out, in and out, in and out. But one day the Lord taught my heart. Made me realize I had a soul to save. And this church opened the arms to me. I sent my children to Sunday school. I sent my children to church. That pastor we had, they come all the way to Mitchell City where we were living. Pick my babies up and bring them to church. But then after I realized I had a soul to save, I began to come to church with my babies. Bringing them to come to church. My husband, he worked out to that box right the brother talked about. Sometimes he'd work 12 and 16 hours working, but me and my children would come to church. And you know, we went through, but God kept us all. I appreciate that Brown Silver, my brother-in-law, ever since I was in the church, he was there teaching us how to live right. You know, and I praise God for it. And then after a while, the enemy got in the church. And then tried to tear the church just completely up. But we decided to hang on in the church, praise God. And we thank God. Sometimes we'd come, me and my baby would come and fall in on the altar by ourselves. Then my husband worked, and then that was after Elder Brown had passed. And then they sent so many different people because they say we was in the boondocks. They didn't stay, praise God. But we stayed in the house. One day I was on the altar and I was laying right here. And I looked up and there was nobody in here but me. I began to tell God, I said, Lord, send somebody. And one of my cousins over on the other side of town began to tell me about a young lady that prayed for her. She took some oil and walked down the hill and told us, say, pray, anoint me with this oil. I want to be saved. And that young lady reached up and anointed and said, well, they anointed the thing. She was speaking in tongues going all the way. I said, Lord, send me somebody like that that's going to help us in the house of God. And don't you know that same young lady sitting right there? Amen. I can tell God to send her. I said, send somebody. And he sent her. And since she came, her and her sister came in, and her sister came in, and I tell you, things have been moving. God sent a minister that loved the Lord. And he keeps us as a family. He keeps telling us we got to hold on, just hold on. Amen. And we know that he is in God. We know the enemy gets busy sometimes. Coming to church sometimes, the old truck would break down. But we carried on because there was nobody but God. We're not serving man. But I want to tell Brown's Temple, I love you.
Thank you, Jesus.
We weren't deserving of this, I don't feel like. We went because you got to work out your own soul salvation. You got to give your time and to the Lord. And God will make out of it what you will. But I thank God for my church family. Then for my babies. My God has blessed me with my babies. Praise the Lord. You see that my daughter often say, when you saw one, you saw seven. Because my sisters and my children were raised up like brothers and sisters. And she said, one of the cousins said, well, y'all didn't come play, well, y'all didn't do this, and y'all didn't. He said, when Melvin Baggett stayed one place, you stayed one place. Because if you didn't, all of us going to get the same beat. Praise the Lord. So even all my nieces, and they raised up like our children. These are our babies. Amen. God has blessed us. I ain't had to go to the jailhouse and get a warrant. Amen. I ain't had to go there to when they get sick, come with their mama, I'm sick or nothing. God has been good to me. Amen. He's been good to me. And when he gave me my daughter, my son come in with my daughter and said, oh God, what am I got myself into? But God gave me a daughter, a wonderful young lady. And I tell you, I don't care who he could have brought home. He couldn't have brought nobody no better than my daughter.
Amen.
Because I tell you, I love her. And you want somebody to cook some food?
Yes.
My child can cook. My child can cook. And my babies, my two daughters, they going to see about Nana. They going to see about Nana. They going to take care of mama. And I thank God for my grandbabies. That over there, that's Papa. Ain't no need to say that, that's Papa. He ruined her from the day she got here.
Amen.
But he had her in the carriage and took out the carriage out of the van one day and had that carriage and it didn't lock. I went baby in the street on the sidewalk. Oh Lord. Dropped her, skin her little face up. And he almost had a heart attack. He come in, got all the face on, had the baby